I'm Landon. This is Rachel. This is Michael. This is Holly. And this is Callie. And we will be playing the opening from Mahler's Mahler's First Symphony, third movement opening.
So, can you manage without the stand? Because I sent somebody to get another stand.
Yes, we can manage.
Okay.
Thank you.
Taken from?
I have.
Yeah. I only ask for two reasons. One is it's a fabulous piece, and I just want you to have the experience of it and enjoy it. But it's always good to listen, even when we're playing a solo piece, we don't want to listen over and over to somebody play it because we want to develop our own ideas. But it's always nice to hear the piece, to hear the accompaniment and stuff. And similarly with something like this, just to hear and get a sense of the music. And just have a context for it. Anyway, I mean, you played it really nicely. There's a fun thing about this, that this is actually, Mahler took a folk tune and made this piece. Do you know about that? What tune is it?
Frere Jacques.
Yeah, but what? It's different. What's different about it?
The very end, like, we go down instead of up.
Right.
Except for me, I go up because I can't go that low.
Right. There's another point. Yeah?
I think he changed it from a major key to a minor key.
Exactly. Right. So it's not the happy little song that it started out, although actually I can't think of what the words mean right now. Sometimes folk songs are not very happy. Yeah, anyway, I'm really glad that you know about that, because I don't know, it's just fun. It doesn't really change how you play it, but it's just fun. All right. So you did a very nice job. The things that I would suggest, it's really easy. It's just a slow piece. It's really easy for it to get slower and slower, and that happens some. Right, we lost a little bit of time. So it's somewhat your responsibility because you're playing this steady bass line, but it's everybody's responsibility, and you can't make them go faster if they're slowing down. I mean, you can push, right, and anybody can push at any given moment. So it's everybody's responsibility to hold the tempo and to drive it forward. And in rehearsals, to gently say, I hear that you're slowing. Or, you know, about the fourth or fifth bar, it loses time. You know, we have to come up with those suggestions, and in this situation, we really need to point out each other's shortcomings, but we have to do it in a way that's gentle and respectful and loving, basically, right? So otherwise, you can imagine how it gets. Everybody gets their feelings hurt, and it's no fun, and that's it, right? So we want to be having fun, but we need to be holding each other to a very high standard. And you can't always hear what you're doing. You know, we're really good at knowing what other people are doing wrong, right? So we need to do that in a way that's supportive and sort of to the greater good. So I hope that you'll keep that in mind always when you're doing chamber music. So that's the sort of the biggest thing of just to keep this going. Even though it's slow, it has ohne zu schleppen. Any idea what that means? So yeah. That's exactly right. Right. And those first words, I'd have to look them up. But do you guys know what they mean? Did you look them up?
Yeah. Solemn and precise.
Solemn and precise without dragging. All right. Very good. Excellent. The other thing I think is that it builds and builds in terms of the instrumentation, right? You're adding voices. And the volume, it's mostly soft, right? So, you know, I mean, my comments here always are we need more dynamic contrast, but this is pretty much soft all the way through. So that's the challenge then, to find a way either to let go of the desire for contrast, and maybe there is no contrast, maybe it's just in the colors as the different instruments come in. Or you know, as you get more experience with music, you're like, yeah, we need a little volume change. I'm going to change it, right? So that comes with experience and confidence, knowing what you can manipulate and what you shouldn't. All right. Also, we want to work on the blend of timbres, the colors of the instruments, and you did a good job with that. We need to also match how we're tonguing and the lengths of our notes, the rhythms. So this dotted rhythm, you didn't really do that the same. And of course, it's a very precise, rhythm is absolutely precise. You know, it's an equation, it's as precise as math is. So, so if you feel your eighth notes and then slip that 16th note in there, that's going to work. So if I were rehearsing this, I would probably ask everybody who has that rhythm to find a bar where they have it and play it together and make sure that you're matching and be listening to each other. All right, and one last comment I have for you, which is that this music needs to be smoother than you played it. The end of almost every measure had a little bit of a gap in it. And we don't want that. We want to carry, 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 carry. Now, these are all wind instruments. You have to breathe. But we want to take as few breaths as possible and maybe mask them a little bit. Like, don't always take a breath at the end of the bar. Even though that might mean breaking a slur, you want to use your judgment about that. Well, where can I sneak a breath? You probably know that from your band experience, where we don't want to all be breathing at the same time. So it's like, just don't breathe at the same spot that the person on either side of you is breathing. The same thing, we would do that here. So, and then, you know, I wasn't watching you at the end. Did you have anybody giving a little bit of a cue to cut off? Yeah? Okay, as long as you work that out, that's great. All right. Okay, great job, thanks for joining us today.